Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for another unboxing and review. Today it's Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian. This was one of my most anticipated figures from last year, but it was actually released quite recently. I'm so happy to have this one here and I can't wait to open this. I got this figure from Toy Sapiens during my trip in Japan. So first, as usual, let's talk about the box. As you can see, this is a pretty big box. It's a deluxe version and special edition. Plus, this Luke Skywalker is actually a DX. So you have more accessories, and the second part of the box is actually different from your usual Star Wars collectible box. The first part, though, is exactly the same. It's a black box with a promotional picture of a figure, the Star Wars logo, and the colored strip. For the Mandalorian figures, you have an orange brownish colored strip, you have a promotional picture of the figure there, and another one there. Plus, if you got the special edition, you'll have an Hot Toy sticker there. If you got it from the Asian market, and if you got it from Sideshow Collectibles, you'll get the Sideshow exclusive sticker. When you remove the second part of the box, you get this pretty box. I really like this. They recreated the scene when Luke destroys the Dark Trooper. You also have a beautiful Star Wars logo there. I really like this. This box opens on the side like this, and there you have another picture of Luke. It's really beautiful. Then you can see the figure. I really like the DX boxes because it feels a lot more fancy. So let's open this and talk about the accessories. There is a pretty good number of accessories. This is satisfying for a DX figure. The difference between the basic version and the deluxe version is the damaged Dark Trooper bust, which we'll talk about more later. And if you got the special edition, whether it is with the basic version or the deluxe version, you will also get a light cruiser hologram with a comlink. It is a nice accessory, but they could have chosen something else that we saw in the Season 2 finale of The Mandalorian instead. The display base is your usual Star Wars interior base with the nameplate. Then Luke has 11 hands, which gives you quite a lot of possibilities for display. There are the usual 2 fist hands, two hands to hold the lightsaber, two open hands, one force push hand, another force hand, a semi-open hand, another open hand, and another semi-open hand. You can use it to own the hologram. Plus, there is an additional pair of hands for Grogu. This is the first time it happens. Since the beginning of The Mandalorian, there have been several Grogu figures, and I appreciate that Hot Toys has started giving us more options beyond the different facial expressions. Then you get Luke's lightsaber. It is the same hilt that was used for the Return of the Jedi figures. It's nicely painted with a metallic feel. As usual, you'll get the normal blade and the action blade. There is also the LED light-up interchangeable arm. The light looks good. It's just a shame that this figure was announced before the USB-powered figures. With USB, it's so much easier than having to change the arm. I love that we do get a cardboard background with this figure, and it is a massive one. This is the doorway from which Luke arrives to pick up Grogu at the end of Season 2. It was a wonderful idea to include this diorama. I love it. Let's be honest, in the display it looks amazing. Finally, there is the damaged Dark Trooper burst. This burst can actually be used on the Dark Trooper figure. I don't have one yet, but I'm definitely considering getting one because I love these troopers. They look really imposing. So for now, I can show you. But Hot Toys has planned everything. You can also display him on the stand that comes with a figure, so that gives you different possibilities for display and action poses with Luke. I love the job they have done for the battle damaged. It really looks like it's been crushed by the Force. The head can move, and the arm can also move like this. The cherry on the cake is the light up feature. Depending on how many times you push the button, you have a different effect. First one, like this. The second effect, and the last one. That's really cool, right? So now let's take a look at the figure. This is not simply an updated version of Luke's costume from Return of the Jedi. In The Mandalorian, he has a full Jedi attire this time. It is an actual Jedi tunic, like the Jedi from the prequels, except they kept the color black, which I think really suits Luke. Honestly, this is my favorite Luke outfit, and I am so happy to have this figure in front of me. They really got all the details right. You can see the long sleeve under the tunic. And there are different layers like a proper Jedi outfit. The boots are made of pleather, which means you have to be careful with posing. Make sure the feet stay in a neutral position, so this way the pleather won't get damaged too quickly. There is also pleather on the belt, but considering where it is, posing the figure won't damage it all the time. You have a little handle to hold the lightsaber, like this. You can also display Luke with his cloak. In Return of the Jedi it was a brown cloak. Here it's a black one to better fit with the rest of his outfit. It's really easy to install, like this, and there are wires inside the hood so you can pose it accurately. The head sculpt was a collaboration work between Yuli Choi, Jeong Dane, Da Jeong Heo, and Ji Ho. It was painted by Jisoo Hong. This is an incredible work. Luke looked a bit off in the Season 2 finale because it was the first time they were doing this. In the Book of Boba Fett, it looks so much better. It felt like the actual Luke. I am glad Hot Toys made the head sculpt look like Mark Hamill and not like the Luke from the Season 2 finale. The first promotional pictures were the other way around, but the final product is a big improvement. When you look at this head sculpt, you can definitely recognize Mark Hamill there. And at the same time they gave him the haircut he has in the Mandoverse. It is a great combo. Honestly, this is the best Luke head sculpt from that time period we got so far. And the cherry on the cake is the separate rolling eyeballs. You just have to remove the haircut to get access to the eyes. For me, it's really the perfect feature to have on a figure. I am so glad Hot Toys is giving it to almost every new figure now. In terms of articulation, the head and the neck are just one piece, so this means it looks better, but you get a more limited articulation range. The head can look down, look up, and look on each side. As for the rest of the body, you can move the arms like this, like this, like this. You can move the hands. You can also move the legs like this, this, and you can move the feet as well. When you have them side by side, you can clearly see the difference between the Mandalorian outfit and the Return of the Jedi outfit. Like I said earlier, in the Mandalorian, Luke has a full Jedi attire, while in the Return of the Jedi is not there yet, so it's something in between. As for Grogu, like with your Ahsoka figure, he can move his arms. Which is great because you can actually pose him a little bit. He isn't as stiff as the previous Grogu figures. It is just 2 points of articulation, but that does make a difference. The head can also move, but that was a feature that was already present on other Grogu figures. The new feature here is the interchangeable hands. The hands can also move, which adds another point of articulation. This way you can recreate the emotional goodbye from the Season 2 finale, as well as other scenes from the Mandalorian. With this hand, it feels like he is using the Force, which is pretty cool. So now let's see some poses. Without any doubt, this is the best Luke Skywalker figure. It has the best Luke Headsculpt we got so far, and his Jedi outfit is simply beautiful. Moreover, it comes with a great set of accessories, including this cardboard background to recreate the iconic scene from the Season 2 finale of The Mandalorian. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!